Okay, so hello and welcome everybody. I'm just double checking that my audio is working. I have a different setup than I usually do, but that is a-okay. Um, so let me just double check this. Sounds like it is. Okay. All right. So, I have a slightly different setup and I am actually traveling right now. So this is why we're doing a fun little Bridgemaster stream instead of something focused on a specific topic. So we're just going to go through them, try to tackle as many as we can. We are starting on level 1, B11, which is a little bit past where we stopped when we did this previously. So let's start here. So we are in 6 no trump. We don't have any information from the auction when a club, a heart, 2 no, 6 no. So we need to figure out how we can get 12 tricks. Well, where do we start? At the top. So we have 3 spade tricks. We have the ace of hearts. We know that we'll be able to knock out the king of hearts, and so either the queen or the jack of hearts will win a trick. So technically we have 5. We also have 4 clubs and 2 diamonds. Okay. So we are at 11 tricks right now. So we need one more. So where could this extra trick come from? Well, it does not look like we are going to be getting an extra trick in spades. Doesn't look like we're getting an extra trick in clubs. And it doesn't look like we're getting one in diamonds. So we need to figure out the best way to get an extra trick in maybe hearts. That is our only option. So we have 2 ways that we can play this heart suit. We can play the queen of hearts. And if East covers with the king, we play the ace, we play the jack, and we lose the 3rd round. Totally fine. Um, but we're hoping that it would split 3-3. But thinking on to our percentages, it's actually more likely that those 6 missing cards are going to be splitting 4-2. So, is there anything we can do to improve our chances here? Well, maybe we could play the ace of hearts and then low towards the queen in case West has the king. If West has the king, that's fine. We're fine with them winning the king. But now our queen and jack are going to set up, and in theory, we'll be able to get those 3 tricks there as opposed to just 2. So that is going to be the way that I try it first. Maybe that's wrong. We'll find out momentarily. All right. So, well, looks like so far so good. We're going to use our club to get back to the south hand here. And we are going to lead up towards the queen one more time. They had to play the king. And so here we can see that that 4-2 split is actually what happened. It split 4-2, and so now our queen of hearts is going to be able to win the last trick for us. So we can play the king, play the queen of hearts, and pitch a diamond, which was never going to win a trick for us. And now we just get to cash our winners and move on with our lives. All right. So let's just click through these real quick. And we smashed this one. Well done, team. All right. So here we go. Okay, let's just do the next one. We figured it out. All right, we're on to level 1, B12. So let's take a look at this one. We're in 4 hearts. That is a long auction to get to 4 hearts. Okay, so, well, it's a little bit wonky in terms of the Wi-Fi, but that is okay. We'll just let it be. All right. So we're in 4 hearts. We need 10 tricks with hearts as trump. We can see we are not going to lose anything in hearts. We are going to lose 1, 2, or 3 tricks in spades. Let me see if there's something I can do to fix this. My computer is just slow. This is the problem. Okay, well, I'm just going to continue because it's decided to be whatever it's doing. Okay. So, oh geez. Okay. All right. So we're trying to figure out our best strategy to get 10 tricks. we can see that we're going to lose 1, 2, or 3 spades. Well, probably 2 or 3. 2 or 3 spades, we're going to lose maybe 1 diamond, and we aren't going to lose any clubs. So we can see that we can take this diamond finesse multiple times. So maybe that's our solution. Another thought is, what if we can actually score this king of spades? We know that West probably doesn't have the ace. If they had the ace, what would they have? They wouldn't have led a spade. They're not going to lead the queen from ace queen jack or ace queen third. That's just not going to happen. So we know that West doesn't have the ace. So if we cover, East is 100% going to win this. So maybe if we duck duck, then East will end up winning that second round, and then our king is going to win the third round after we draw trump. So we're going to try that first, because covering doesn't gain us anything. Except maybe putting East on lead instead. So now that we know that that's not what the solution was, and that's not how we get our extra trick, we can try to take some finesses in diamonds. Now we need to make sure that we can use our heart entry as well. So one thing that we want to think is, what is the most likely distribution for the 5 missing cards in hearts? Well, that's going to be 3-2. For the 6 missing cards in diamonds, most likely distribution is going to be 4-2. So we want to try to draw trump and give ourselves some security when we're using our hearts as our entry. So we can play the queen of hearts and now play the king of hearts. Take the finesse. This is still pretty safe here, and we want to do it one more time. Draw that last trump, and then take that diamond finesse one last time. Alright, and so we should be able to get these last 2 tricks. And is it really buffering that bad? No, it's fine. Okay, so we made that one. Yay! We made one more before, but we just skipped over it because it was taking too long at the end to click through everything. So let's do the next one. So now we are on level 1, B13, and these are getting a little tricky compared to some of the earlier level 1 ones. Okay, so now we are in 3 no trumps, so we need 9 tricks with no trump suit. So at the start, we can see we have 2 spade tricks. We're going to be able to get 1 heart trick just by knocking out the ace. We can also see that we are going to be able to get 5 club tricks. So we are at 2, 1, 5. Whoa. Okay, so that's 8. And we have no diamond tricks right now, but we can see that there's a lot of promise there. So ideally, what we would like to do is either set up the diamonds or be able to turn the 1 trick in hearts into possibly 2 tricks. So my one concern is the fact that we only have two spade stoppers. So what do we want to do here? Well, we don't have any clues from the auction. We could play low towards the 10 of hearts. Try to turn the queen and the king into a trick, or the 10. But by playing a diamond here, we're going to have to lose to the king. Then they're going to return a spade. Going to play another diamond, lose to the ace. And now, all of a sudden, we won't have any more spades. So, that's a bit of a problem. So, the nice thing about the heart suit is it's 1 trick. You don't have to lose multiple tricks in order to set up the thing. You only have to lose the 1 trick. So ideally, by playing low towards the 10, maybe we can set up that 9th trick right away. Because we won't be able to get any extra in clubs, and we might be able to get some extra in diamonds, but that's too slow of a trick. So I'm thinking we should play low towards the 10 here. Fingers crossed. Aha! Okay, So we forced out the ace by playing low towards the 10. And so we were able to set up our queen and king before they were able to knock out our spade stopper. So we can play low to the queen here. And then just use one of our clubs as an entry. And we can see we're going to lose 3 diamonds. Totally fine. I mean, maybe it'll only be 2. But it's probably going to be 3. The robots don't like to give us tricks like that. So we're going to play the king to unblock. Then we're going to play the ace, the queen, and the jack. And let's just pitch the queen to be fun. Woo! All right. And so we've made our contract again. We're crushing it. Also, I don't think I ever realized that it shows you the level here for the Bridgemaster, so that's kind of fun. It tells you what level we're doing. Okay, let's do the next one. Alright, so it is not the smoothest stream, but that is okay. Thank you guys for sticking around here anyways. Oh, this is the same one. Let's try a different one. Alright, so we have 15 high card points. We ended up in 4 hearts. We need 10 tricks with hearts as trump. So we can see right now that we are going to lose 3 spades right off the top. No thinking involved here. We're going to lose 3 spades, and we would ideally like to not lose anything more than that. So we have 2 ways we could proceed. We could try to draw trump and then try to deal with the diamonds. But the problem with the diamonds, I guess, is the fact that what if it splits like 5-1? Ugh. So if it splits 5-1, can we do anything? Well, no, not really. The one thing we could do is we could try to set up our clubs as well. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe we should. Maybe we should try to... Well, setting up the clubs doesn't really seem feasible. We're going to lose these first 3 tricks, so let's start with that. We can only afford to lose those 3 tricks, so ideally we would like to avoid losing more than that, because otherwise we won't make our contract and that would be awkward. Okay, so there's the 3 tricks. No big deal. Now they return to club. Okay, so they return to club. We have 2 more entries over there. So we are definitely going to rough this one. But now I think we want to draw trump. So we have 5 diamonds in the south hand, 2 diamonds in the north hand. We have 7 combined. That means that east-west have 6. Most likely distribution for those 6 missing cards is going to be 4-2. So, one thing we could do just to make sure, because we don't want to have to rough anything to get back, because I have a feeling hearts are not going to split nicely for us. So maybe we should play the king and the queen now and then play our hearts. Maybe cash 1 heart. Or 2 hearts. Let's do 2 hearts. Find out if there's a bad split like we were expecting. And we just want to make sure that we don't get stuck having to rough a club to get back to the south hand, because we need that heart as an entry. So now we've played 2 rounds of diamonds. We're going to play the heart, draw the last trump, and now we can cash our diamonds, and these should all be winners. So this is a bit simpler than I was worried it might turn into. Alright. So, we nailed that one. Alright, let's do one more of level 1, and then we will move on to level 2. Alright, we are in 6 no trump, and it looks like I've got a pretty good hand here. So we have 3 spades, we're going to get 2 hearts, clubs, Interesting situation here. We are already losing a heart. So we need to figure out how to not lose a club, which looks a little rough. But we have to give ourselves the best chance to be able to make it. So, how could we make this? Well, we have nine cards in clubs. Most likely distribution for the 4 missing clubs is going to be 3-1. It's not going to be 4-0. If it's 3-1, if West has both missing honors, the king and the jack, there's nothing we can do. If we play the queen, they play the king, we play the ace, now their jack is good. If we play small, they play the jack, we play the ace, now their king is good. And we already are going to lose the ace of hearts. So, if we play the ace and the king is by itself in the east hand, for example, does that help us? Well, not really, it doesn't look like. Because even though our queen sets up, there's no way for us to finesse the jack in West's hand. So I think what we have to do is we need to play the queen of clubs, hoping that East has the jack of clubs by itself. If East has the jack of clubs by itself, West has to decide whether to cover or not. If they cover, we play the ace, and then the jack falls. And now we have to finesse the 9 the next time. Whew. This is getting pretty deep here. But I'm thinking that that's probably what we have to do, because otherwise there's just no way for us to make this contract. So sometimes when you're presented with a situation like this, you have to actually think pretty deeply into it to think about what is possible that would allow you to make this. So we can play the queen. They covered. I'm going to play the ace. And if they play the jack, we're going to finesse the 9 of clubs. I swear I have not played these. This is just my logicking it out. So we're going to finesse that 9 of clubs. We're going to play the 8 here. Because otherwise, if East had the jack and a small one, they would not have played that. So we have to play to make the hand. And so this is the way that we do that. So that's actually kind of a cool, deep hand. I mean, for level 1, that's pretty intense. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I was not expecting something that deep on level 1 for sure, yeah. Wow. But our queen is good, our ace king is good, so we are just clicking on these cards because they won't let you claim when we are playing on the Bridgemasters. But we have made our contract, so well done, team. And I think my little video here is covering up what contract I'm in, so I'm going to move me over here. That's better. Okay. Alright, so let's move on to level 2 because we knocked out level 1 there. Okay, so we're going to start up here at a 6. Okay, so we were already getting to some tough ones there. Let's see let's see how we can handle level 2 A6 here. Alright, so we are in 4 hearts. We need 10 tricks with hearts as trump. We have an 8-card heart fit, so that's pretty nice. We are going to lose 1 spade. We are going to lose 1 club. And we are probably going to lose a diamond. Now, our one point of concern here, we have entry problems, and we have 3 diamonds in the south hand and 2 diamonds in the north hand. So we need to rough one of those diamonds because those are all little diamonds and they are not helping us. So what we should do is we should maybe play, so after we win this first trick, I'm going to take the diamond finesse. If we lose it, that's fine. If we win it, great. We don't have to worry about roughing a diamond. But we need to set up. Oh, or are we supposed to? Oh. Is this one of those situations where we lose a club, we lose a diamond, we lose a spade, and you need to establish entries? So taking the diamond finesse the first time actually allows your opponents to beat you. Um, well, I feel like this is like a silly safety play here because if the finesse is on, you're just giving things up. But that's okay. We saw the problem before it happened, and yeah. So we're able to knock out that diamond. Oh, it will knock out that diamond. Do we have the nine of hearts? Oh, it froze. Well, that was fun and exciting. Okay, looks like it's back now. All right. So what happened on the last trick? Um, we played the club, they won the ace, and they've returned the last heart. All right. So we play the queen of hearts, pitch a spade, and now I get to knock out the ace of spades and call it a day. Okay, well, I guess it's a little delayed. Alright, so we're going to take these last couple of tricks and we are going to continue on with our lives. Alright, I think it finally is catching up here. Alright. Sorry about this, folks. Okay, so we have these last two hearts. It didn't like us moving up to, it didn't like us moving up to level 2, that's all I can say. And the fact that we just crushed that first one. Alright. Let's do the next one. Okay, I think we are back in action here. Okay, so here we are. We are in 5 diamonds this time. We need 11 tricks with diamonds as trump. And I can see that we have some problems. We are going to lose 2 hearts, and we are going to lose a club and a diamond. Oh my lord. Okay, so we need to get rid of a lot of those tricks. So, we know we have to lose the ace of diamonds. That is a for sure thing. We need to avoid losing a heart trick. So I think what we should do is after we win this first trick with the ace, we should just take the spade finesse right away. Because we don't have a lot of entries, and now our ace and king are good, and we're going to be able to pitch our 2 losing hearts. And now we are set up to only lose the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs. So we can play this and overtake just in case because we have solid diamonds. Play the heart, we can rough it, and now we can just continue drawing trump until there's no more. And we don't even have to like really pay attention here. We can just click until we run out. Or until they run out because we have so many of them. And then we can just play another club and the ace wins, and now we are winning the last two tricks. And even though it doesn't count because diamonds are trump, we can still win with the 7 of diamonds for our last trick. Alright, let's do one or two more here. Alright, we are in 7 no trump. We need all 13 tricks. I don't know how to fix this to make it better is the problem. I keep getting an error message. But that's okay. Alright, so we are on level 2A8. And we are in 7 no trump. We need all of them. I can see we have 3 spades. We have 4 hearts. 4 hearts. We have 2 diamonds and 2 clubs. So we're at 11. We need 2 more. And I'm guessing that those 2 more are coming from spades. Now I feel like this one's going to be a counting one. Because we need to know what is going on in the spade suit. We need to know where the tricks are. The only other thing that I can think is that we may have some issues in terms of transportation back to the north hand? Back to the north hand or back to the south hand, depending on how we end up playing these things. So we can probably cash 1 spade. Just for starter. Oh, well. That was probably... Well, now we're going down. There's nothing we can do about that now. So we're going to have to restart that one. We don't have any information from the auction, so I'm not exactly sure how we would know that. But we're going to do that. And then, well... I suppose the thing is if it splits 3-2, there's no problem. If it splits 4-1, we're only going to know on the second round of spades, but we're only going to need 1 finesse. But if it splits 5-0, this, either way, if it's 4-1 or 5-0, if it's 4-1 or 5-0, you're going to need to take that finesse. And it doesn't matter whether you start in the north hand or the south hand for the first, well, it matters, but you need to play the ace. It doesn't affect it if it's 4-1. So, by playing low to the ace this time, you get to pick up the most situations because you find out about the 5-0 split, or if you don't find out about a 5-0 split, you're going to play low to the king on this trick, and then you play low to the ace of hearts on the next one. But if you find out about the 5-0, then you can take multiple finesses because you still have the ace of hearts as an entry. Well, that's kind of intense. I got that one wrong for sure. But now all the rest of my cards are winners. So that is very exciting. Alright. So I'm going to do one more here. And then I'm going to call it a day. So I'm just going to skip the rest of this. We know that I have all the rest. Alright. So here we are. Level 2A9. We are in 3 no trump. So we have no spade tricks right now, 1 heart trick, 5 clubs, and 3 diamonds. So we should, in theory, have our contract made. But I have a feeling that these clubs are not going to be behaving. So if we have a 4-0 split in clubs, Jack 10 9 something. We would have to finesse. We would have to finesse right away um, for all of them. And I don't see any way that us ducking the first trick would be rational, logical. But I can certainly duck a heart, although if I duck the heart, then East might be able to return the Queen of Spades, Jack of Spades, etc. And now West ends up winning a whole bunch of tricks. But if clubs split poorly... Oh, I know, I did it wrong, Hold on, undo. I knew it. I was looking at that before. Okay, so the main problem here is that we don't have any big clubs over in the north hand except for the ace, king, and queen. When we play the 8, the 7, the 6, now our 2 is going to be smaller than the 5 and the 4. And so we'll be able to maintain the lead in the north hand where our long clubs are. Dang it. I knew that that's what it was at the beginning, but I didn't say it and I didn't do it. I just totally gapped it. My bad. But here we go. Here is our 8th and our 9th trick. And hi, Tracy. Yeah. It is kind of like magic. When you can see some of these things and like put it all together. Like I think this B15 one, this one was crazy. Yeah, that one was intense. If you can work out the logic for that, that is really like that's a really good one to work on. Okay. So I will do just one more because that one went kind of quickly and I got it wrong. So, but then I have a little friend here, so I am gonna go and hang out with her afterwards. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, so level 2, A10. We're in 3 no trump. I need 9 tricks with no trump suit. Okay. We have, we have 1 spade right now, but Queen Jack 10 9. In theory, we can set up for more. We also have the Ace of Hearts. So we have 1 spade, 1 heart, no clubs right now. We have the 4 diamonds. So we're at 6. We need 3 more. We have 6 quick tricks. We need 3 more tricks on top of that. So we could try to set up clubs. That only gives us 2 tricks. We could also try to take a finesse in spades. Spades actually gives us 3 tricks, assuming that the king is on side. So we should probably do that. But instead of just winning this first one, I think we're going to duck. I don't think there's any point to us winning the first one, because if they switch to another suit, that's amazing. So we can do that. And now we are going to take the finesse, but we want to be able to take it 3 times. So we're going to play the queen and play the jack. Now we're going to play the 9. No, we did it wrong again. Okay. Undo. Because I think what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to start with the 9. Start with the 9, and now we play the queen, because now we can pick up 4-2. Because otherwise, if we play the queen and play the 10 underneath it and play the 9, when they cover with the king, our 4th round no longer set up. So I can still take this finesse here. Easy peasy. And now we just get to cash our diamonds and say that we made our contract. Well, Tracy, the B15, that was a level 1-1. So I think that one is very much, that one's approachable for you, but it takes a bit of logicking out. All right, so we made that contract. We used a little bit of an undo, but no problem. So that is going to be the end of the stream for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you learned a thing or two. And if you have any suggestions for next topics I should tackle or things that you are curious about Bridge, just feel free to leave that in the comments. I like to